Breaking news today. Putin replaces the head of the Aerospace forces. Authority Media. State news agency RIA Novosti reported Wednesday, citing an anonymous source, that President Vladimir Putin had fired General Sergei Surovikin as head of Russia's aerospace forces, 2 months after a failed mutiny by the head of the Wagner mercenary outfit. Surovikin hasn't been seen since June 23–24, when he was last seen on video pleading with Wagner fighters to stop their advance on Moscow and overthrow Russia's military leadership. Days after the armed uprising, the Russian service of the Moscow Times reported that Surovikin had been detained by authorities. Surovikin was reportedly aware of Wagner leader Yevgeny Prigozhin's plot to start the mutiny in advance, according to unnamed U.S. officials quoted by the New York Times. There have been multiple reports about Surovikin's arrest, but neither the Russian Defense Ministry nor the Kremlin have commented on them. According to a source for RIA Novosti, former head of the Russian Aerospace Forces Sergei Surovikin has been fired. According to the same source, Colonel General Viktor Avzalov has temporarily taken over for Surovikin. On Tuesday, Alexei Venediktov, editor-in-chief of the now-defunct Echo Moskvy radio station, claimed, without citing his sources, that Surovikin was fired due to a decree from the president. According to 2 unnamed sources, the general was transferred and is currently on a short vacation, as reported by the Russian RBC News website. It was widely believed that Surovikin acted as the go-between for Wagner and the Russian Defense Ministry. Russian authorities said on Wednesday that a Ukrainian drone attack had damaged a building in the city's central business district, marking the 6th consecutive night of aerial attacks on Moscow and the surrounding area. Russian artillery reportedly struck 2 villages near the eastern Ukrainian city of Lyman, killing 3 people and wounding 2 others, just hours before the latest attack on Moscow. The Russian Defense Ministry released a statement claiming that Russian air defense systems shot down 2 Ukrainian drones in the Moscow region, one in the Mazeysky district and another in the Khimki district. After being suppressed by air defenses, a 3rd drone crashed into a building in the Moscow City Business District, roughly 5 kilometers from the Kremlin. According to a report by RIA Novosti, an explosion was heard in the financial district, and, a little later, smoke rose from the buildings in the same area. According to the state-run TASS news agency, which cited the aviation services, there was a brief shutdown of flights at Moscow's Vnukovo, Sheremetyevo, and Domodedovo airports. Mayor Sergei Sobyanin reported on the Telegram messaging app that emergency services were en route and that several windows were smashed in 2 adjacent 5-story buildings. According to Sobyanin and the Defense Ministry, nobody was hurt. 2 other drone attacks, both of which caused minor damage to the exteriors of high-rise buildings in the Moscow City Business District, have been repelled in recent weeks. Russia and Ukraine have been at war for 18 months, during which time they have fired barrages of drones at each other's cities. Moscow, drones, and the fight against them.